Check this out. So the customer gave me this phone to repair. You can see it's a button phone, so the buttons are not working. Number 3 button is not working, the dial button is not working, and number 9 button is not working. Check this out. You can see how it is. So the buttons are not working, and I will show you the proof. Let me turn on the phone for you guys to see. So the phone is on right now. Okay, so this is the button that is not working. This is the number 3 button that is not working. So some technicians have tried their best to fix it. It's not working. So this is number 6. Number 6 is working. Number 5 is working. Number 4 is working. This is the dial key. The dial button is not working, you can see. And this one is number 9, is not working. And I will use my multimeter to test and show you guys. So this is my multimeter. So this one here goes to the ground, and this one here goes straight to the buttons. So I will start with the negative. Check this out. You can see that the negative is working. This is the negative reading, and right here is a positive. You can see that positive is not responding. Positive is not responding. And this is number 9. Negative is working, but positive is not responding. So this is the dial button. Negative is responding, positive is not responding, you can see. And let me test the positive line for you guys to see that they are connected, but it's not working. You can see, but it's not working. So the problem is from the CPU. There's a ripped up part under the CPU that is stopping the button not to function. So I'm going to remove the CPU and do a micro soldering so that I'll be able to fix the issue, and the phone button should work. All the phone buttons should work. The phone turn on perfectly and everything work. If you have any question, feel free, let me know in the comment section. So without time wasted, let's get started. The next thing is for me to disconnect the mic. So let me do that right now. You may ask, Father Joe, how will you be able to fix it? My dear technician, the first thing is for me to remove the shell, the heat zinc. So I will take my time and remove the shell and go deeply and check. My dear technician, feel free, let me know if you have any question. Check this out. You can see I've successfully removed the shell, and right here you can see that there's no physical damage. So I'll proceed and remove the IC. Have to remove the CPU and check if there's any error under the CPU so that I'll be able to fix it, and then the phone should work very, very well, very normal. Check this out. So this is the IC. I've successfully removed it, and right here you can see everything looks good. Check this out. Check this out. Everything looks very nice, very good. Check this out, my dear technician. My dear technician, for the sake of you guys to really understand this video, okay? I want you guys to really understand this. So right now, I will get a donor board, okay? I will get the same of this PCB for testing. I want you guys to see something. Right here, I have the same PCB. You can see this one, the number 3 button is still connected to the CPU. Okay, you can see. So connect the positive. You can use wire or lead like this to connect. The next thing is for you to use your multimeter. Connect negative of your multimeter or positive, anyone, to the wire, and then turn this side. Make sure that you remove the IC. You can see. Check this out and start testing so that you'll be able to see. Now you have seen that I've detected the line. So this is the line. Let me zoom. Check this out. I'm still checking. I'm checking. Okay, this is the line, my dear technician. This is the line. So right now, I will go straight to the working board and trace the same line and confirm if it's still connected to the CPU area. If you have a question, you are free. Let me know in the comment section. This is a very simple way for you to troubleshoot. If you have schematic, you can use schematic, but if you don't have schematic, you can try with this method. It works good, perfect. Okay, this is a beginners friendly method. Okay, check this out. So you can see I'm doing the same here. Right here, you can clearly see that this is the line. So the line is not connected to the CPU, but we can trace the line here. You can see the line, but the line is not connected straight to the CPU. This is an open circuit. This is an open circuit by the technician. And I need to fix the open circuit. Let me zoom my camera to see if I'll be able to detect the open circuit. Check this out. You can see the open circuit. Check this out. This is the open circuit. Very, very small. You can see the open circuit. Right now, I want to do jumper. I want to fix the issue. You can see the problem of the phone. Because of this small place, all the 3 buttons stop working. All the 3 buttons stop working. Check this out, my dear technician. If you have any question, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. My dear technician, I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. Check this out. I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. Just connect your jumper wire and you're good to go. Check this out, my dear technician. No time to waste. Just do your jumper and you're good to go. My dear technician, if you have any question, like I said before, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section, my dear technician. I will be done. 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 My dear technician, I'm done. The next thing is for me to apply UV curing mask. Cover it very well. Check this out. You can see. If you have any question, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. The next thing is for you to cure it very well. At the technician, the next thing is reballing the IC. Okay, you can see the IC. So I want to clean the IC now and then reball the IC and put it back. No time to waste. Have to be very, very fast because I don't want this video to be too long. Get it out so without time wasted. So guys, I will be forwarding this video, so sorry guys for that. You can see I'm forwarding the video because I don't want the video to take a lot of time. That's why. So let's continue.
I'm forwarding the video, please. Sorry guys. Without, you can see I'm reballing the IC. If you have questions, feel free, let me know in the comment section. At the technician, check this out. I'm mounting the IC right now. Check this out. I will be done. I'm mounting the IC right now. Check this out. You can see I'm mounting the IC. I will be done. At the technician, check this out. I'm done. If you have any question, feel free, let me know in the comment section. Check this out. I'm done.
So guys, I'm done with the phone. Camera, come, let me show you guys. So this is the phone. You can see I've not changed it to, this is still the PCB. You can see the IC. I reballed the IC and I mount it back. It's working 100%. So let me turn on the phone for you guys to see. Check this out. You can see that the phone is on. I'm going to check all the buttons and confirm. You can see that the dial button is working, and right here you can see 3 is working and 9 is working. You can see all the buttons are working. So I'm going to couple the phone and also confirm for you guys to see. So if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. So without time wasted, let's continue the video.
So the problem is this go get you battery, right? So you go bridge the fuse resistor of those batteries. Come on. As this phone get two battery, you go bridge the fuse resistor of those two.
So what's the name of this one?
Yes.
Samsung.
For 3.